Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yana. I'm one of the registered nurses here in Queensland. I work for Queensland Health in one of the public hospitals. In fact, I'm actually a grad. I just started working as a registered nurse after graduation last year, and I'm finishing my grad year this April, which is quite soon now. I can't believe that this year actually has passed so quick. It's been super busy for me. And in today's video, I want to talk about how much do grads earn when you work for Queensland Health here in state Queensland, Australia, and when you work for public hospital. And I also thought I would include how much I earn as a casual registered nurse in aged care facility, because I do work for two different workforces. One is a government and another one is a private company. This is going to be a really chilled video. I did not prep much for it, but I'm just going to be opening my pay slips and I'm going to be just telling you about all the loads that the nurse gets, you know, how many shifts I do and stuff like that. So I'm going to open my pay slip, the recent one, and I will tell you. So as a grade 5, just at bottom level when you're starting, okay, I'm a grad now, okay, I'm receiving per hour $38.96. okay, so this is my base hourly pay. But when you work as a nurse, okay, and it doesn't matter whether you work in the private sector or community or government, you have something called penalties or loads, okay? What that means is you have a penalty on the top of your base rate if you work afternoon shift from Monday to Friday, days of the week, not the weekend. You have an afternoon penalty rate, which is 12.5%, and then you have your night penalty rate, which is 20% on the top of your base hourly rate. Then if you work on Saturday, you have 50% plus on the top of your base hourly rate, and if you work on Sunday, you have 75% added to your normal hourly base rate. Let's just do simple calculations. So if I'm 38.96 plus 12.5% for my afternoon load, so I will be getting per hour $43.83 if I'm doing afternoon shift. Afternoon shift hours are in my hospital from 2:30 till 11 p.m. okay, so this is how much you will be earning. If you do morning shift, my morning shift starts 7 till 3:30, you will be earning just 38.96, which is your normal hourly rate, because there are no loads on morning shift from Monday to Friday unless it's a weekend. So we're talking now about Monday to Friday, normal days, hey? Okay, so 38.96 your morning shift, $43.83 per hour will be your afternoon shift, okay? And I think it starts from 4 or something. Not quite sure actually. I need to check that out. Then if you are doing night shift, okay, so 38.96 plus 20%, you will be earning $46.75 an hour, okay? But remember, night shifts can be a little bit tricky, okay? If you're picking up an extra night shift to make a little bit more money, make sure to pick up a night shift from Friday night. That's when the night is rolling into Saturday, because this is when you will get your Saturday rate, okay? And I'm going to mention something now about the night and night penalty during the weekend, because it's a little bit different. And then make sure to pick up Saturday night that's rolling into Sunday, because if you pick up a Sunday night, like today is Sunday, you're going for your night shift, that night is going to roll into your Monday. So you're gonna just get a normal night rate penalty on it. But if you're picking up something that goes like from Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday, you're gonna have your weekend load on it. Okay, now, so once we finalize that, let's talk about now weekend load. So 38.96 plus 50%, which is your Saturday load, you will be earning $58.44 an hour on your Saturday. Okay, and this is what I wanted to mention a while ago. When it comes to weekend, okay, weekend, they only pay you penalty rate of a weekend. So let's say if you're working on Saturday evening, they're not gonna pay you Saturday load plus evening load on the top of your base hourly rate. No, they only gonna pay you weekend penalty rate, which is 50%. Forget about your afternoon load. It doesn't apply for a weekend shift work, okay? This is what I wanted to mention you now about the night. So if you're thinking about doing the night shifts on a weekend, you are going to be only paid 50% on a base rate for Saturday and 75% on your base rate on Sunday, okay? No night penalty rate. So Saturday hourly pay is going to be, together with the load of 50%, 58.44, and then plus 75 on Sunday, and your Sunday hourly rate is going to be $68.18 an hour, whether you do the morning shift or afternoon shift, which is pretty cool. Nearly 70 bucks. Okay, sweet. So this is how much you will be earning through the week on different shifts, you know, and different days. Now let's go back to the aged care. So in aged care, first of all, in aged care, your hourly rate baseline is going to be much less than at the hospital. Okay, so I started back last year on $32 and something per hour as my base rate. Not a casual, but as a permanent. I had 8 shifts. It was a part permanent. They don't do full time. In aged care, they don't do full times. You're a part permanent, okay? You have your 8 shifts every fortnight. That doesn't change. You always, like, if you agreed for 8, they usually offer you 8. If you agreed for it, you will always have your 8 shifts. So if you are like on a home loan, a car loan, or whatever, you know, you will always have your baseline of 8 shifts, no matter what. And then, of course, aged cares are in a big crisis now. You know, you can pick up as many shifts as you want on the top of that. If you want to do 10, 11, 12, if you want to work like all 7 days a week, you know, do it, as long as you're safe. Yeah, so they put me on $32 something, I can't remember. I think it was like 32.90 something. It was like nearly $33. So as you can see, there is a big difference, a big difference, you know, between aged care and Queensland Health. You know, Queensland Health is like 38.96, there is like 32.90 something, okay? And I was working for some time. I was happy like that. It was a stepping stone for me to put my foot into nursing field as a registered nurse who has no experience whatsoever. I just graduated. I'm still learning. Like, I was happy for anything just to start, just to work through my experience, because I wanted to get a little bit more confident before I start my grad position at Queensland Health. You know, I didn't want to be scared, you know, when I go into like a public world, you know, to work for the government, you know, where the doctors are, you know, lots of nurses, you know, it's completely different world when it comes to comparing aged care and public sector. So yeah, so I was happy. I started as it was. And then in aged care, they have exactly the same loads. We have 12.5 for afternoon shifts, 20% for night, and then 50% for Saturday and 75% for Sunday. Then when I started to do my grad year at my hospital, when they already invited me in, I had a date to start, you know, and stuff like that. I was, as I said, 7 shifts a fortnight there, and of course I needed to cut off my shifts at my aged care, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately, because I couldn't lock up myself for a particular amount of shifts at my aged care, because in Queensland Health, when you work for Queensland Health in a public sector, every month your roster is going to be rotating. You're not going to have exactly the same days of the week always rostered you in. You will have your 7 shifts as a baseline, and then you can pick up extra if you want to, but these shifts are going to be rotating every month on different days of the week. Okay, so you can't actually preserve your days in HK, because every month you will be different. You know, this month I have, for example, Monday, Tuesday off this week. Next month I'm not gonna have it. I'm gonna be working on these days. And in Queensland Health, they give you your roster 1 month in advance, which I love a lot, because this way you can plan your life a little bit, you know. And they also give you 4 days a month to cancel out if you have like a special occasions going on in your life or whatever. But I want to talk about this in a different video, a little bit more in details about my law and stuff and how I work as a grad nurse there. So then, for this reason, in my HK, I needed to go back. I needed to change myself to casual, okay? Because as a casual employee there, every time that I would want to pick up an extra shift when I need more money, when I feel physically able to do so, you know, or if the weather is bad and like I don't have anything to do, I would go and work there for 1 day of a weekend, for example, just to earn a little bit more money. So they've changed me to casual. As a casual there, on the top of that $32 point something, I was getting 25% on, which makes nearly $40. Okay, so let's just go back to calculations. Let's do $33, okay, plus 25%. So that makes 41.25. Okay, I think I'm like 40 point something dollar an hour. And then what I like about being casual is that all the penalties that you have there, your afternoon penalty, your night penalty, I don't do nights, just to briefly mention you guys, I don't do nights in HK. I only do afternoons, mornings, and Saturday and Sunday. I never do nights, it's too much for me. I already do 4 nights per month in my hospital. So what I like about being casual, you have all these penalties for afternoon, for night, for Saturday and Sunday, adding on the top of your casual rate. So they don't cancel it. You don't just add it on top of your base rate. They actually add it as well on your casual rate, which is super cool. So technically now, if you can see, I earn by nearly, well, if I'm earning 38.96, by $1 and few cents more in HK than at the hospital, okay? I earn there a little bit more because all my other penalties are added on my casual rate. Actually, I have to talk to them now because I started last February my yearly contract or whatever. Then I rolled out to an open contract. Now I don't have to re-sign anything with my HK. I just continue working. So now technically they have to rise my hourly rate a little bit. I need to call them and actually discuss that, because now we are in the end of the February, which is now I'm starting a 2nd year working for them. So I have to actually discuss that. So yeah, so now I'm earning there, let's say 40.50 plus 50% for afternoon, which makes my hourly pay there $45.50 if I'm doing afternoon shift. If I'm doing Saturday shift, let's do 40.50 plus 50%, I'm earning $60.75 per hour for my Saturday shift. And if I am doing Sunday, let's add 75%, I'm earning $70.85 or 87 cents. This is how much I earn in HK if I do weekend. So guys, this is pretty much how much I earn as a grad. Okay, I'm going to be rolling out of grad program, as I said, in April at my hospital, you know, and basically every year your salary should grow as well. So I'll see how I go after I finish my 1st year in April. I'll need to talk to my NAM and see how your salary improves a little bit, you know, is it like by $0.50 or $1 or whatever, you know. I'll talk to them and see how it works, and then I will film for you a video. I will also need to call my HK and see what's going to happen there as well. But anyway, I will be going now before the sun heats up because it's really hot in Queensland still. I'm working from tomorrow with only 1 day off. I have 6 shifts I will have Monday off, and then I will pick up one additional one on Friday in my HK, and then Saturday I will be prepping and packing. And on Sunday 26th we're flying to Bali for 10 days. I'm so excited. I'm trying not to work myself out too much because I want to be able to discover the island. I don't just want to be flying, you know, on a beach somewhere or lying down in a hotel. I want to be actually discovering the island. I know that 10 days is not enough to discover Bali, but we made ourselves kind of like a map where we want to be. We want to go to Ubud, to Kuta, and to Nusa Penida. And we spread it out through 10 days time, you know. And my partner, he loves to surf, so he's going to be surfing in the morning, and then we will be discovering the island the hours later through the day. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited. It's my first time to go to Bali. I will film it for you guys when I will be there. I'm gonna take lots of pictures, you know, and maybe do a vlog and show you the hotels that we're gonna be staying in, you know, and food that we're gonna be eating, places that we're gonna be going to. So I'm super excited. I haven't been traveling since COVID hit. I went 5 years ago to 5 or 4.5. I went to Saudi Arabia. I was back with my ex, who was the father of my kids back then, you know, so we traveled together. And since then I didn't go anywhere at all, so it's going to be my first time out, you know, from Australia, and I'm going to be traveling this time with my Australian passport, which I'm so excited. I finally applied for my Australian passport. Like, I've been in Australia for nearly 14 years now, and I haven't got my Australian passport. Like, I've got my citizenship, when did I have it? Back in Sydney 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I never applied for Australian passport because my international one was still valid. It's still valid until 2025. But I mean, like, my ex, he had Australian passport. My kids are Australians, so they had Australian passport. Like, and I was the only one traveling with my Ukrainian passport, international one. And I was so uncomfortable. Like, they were looking at me in the airport, like, who are you to these people, you know? So now I have my Australian passport. Like, oh, it's so comfortable, it's so nice. So yeah, it will be my first trip using my passport, which is super cool. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. If you have anything in your mind for me to talk about, please comment in a comment section below. You know, I always, as I said, I always read your comments. So if there's anything you want me to discuss, or you have questions for me that you want me to highlight in my videos, please feel free to ask and I will do it. I'm enjoying actually answering your questions in my videos, and I love creating new content for my YouTube channel. I even like it more when my content is based on your needs, something that you want me to talk about, you know. So yeah, I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.